named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
Mhm.
The same came to Jesus by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from God.
Why did they know he was a teacher that came from God? That's Emmanuel.
Hmm.
He's Emmanuel by the works that he do. God is with him by the works that he does. That's the point of Matthew. It's not a literal that's going to be his name. That's why it says, which being interpreted is God is with us. So that's the point of him having that name, Emmanuel. So he still is Emmanuel, even though he's not called Emmanuel, because his works makes the point. All right. All right.
On that note of miracles, there's two questions on miracles that he did. The Rasha CBK asked Shalom Adawan, if I could, when Yahushua turned water into wine, can you explain how that happened? The water stuff.
Yeah, can you go John? Can you go to John 2nd chapter when he did it? I mean, it said right there. He said they asking how did he do it?
Yeah, I don't know if he means like how did like if you looking at it like I don't know.
I mean, go to John 2 and 6.
Wait,
before you read John 2 and 6, right? Read John 2 and 3 and then 4.
John 2 and verse 3. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahushua saith unto him, they have no wine. Verse 4. Yahushua saith unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee?
Listen, they be thinking that, this Mary, mother of God, got all this reverence. Yahushua said, woman, what have I to do with thee? Because Mary was worldly. Mary said, oh, we ain't got no wine? I got it. I know where we going to get this. Jesus. Well, Yahushua, we need some water. We need some wine. And he said, woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet coming, and I ain't come here for this. I came here to chill like everybody else. You want me to work. Now, read read verse 6 or 7, and then that's the answer to the question.
Verse 6. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Yahushua saith unto them, fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim.
Yeah, I mean that's it. That's how he did it. And he drew out. They drank it, and they drank it, and it was the best wine they ever tasted in their life. Next question. Y'all can't say we don't answer every question in here. Even the question about how you turn water into wine. Go ahead. I shot. Yeah, what's next?
Like it, sir.
Yeah,
that sounds like a black woman too. Look what my baby could get us some wine.
Yeah, where does mom? What? We ain't got no wine. Don't worry, my baby do it. He gonna get the wine.
Sir, brother ass.
God.
The point verse 8, when it says, and bear unto the governor of the feast. Does that mean that it's someone like hosting the feast?
Yeah. Yeah. The ruler of the feast, the one who set up the feast. Yeah. Go ahead, next.
Sir. Alazar Bun Yahweh asked, Shalom, Lord Christ, cap, if I could, why did Yahushua weep in John 11 when Lazarus died? Did he not think he could bring him back?
Let's read it. Yeah.
According to John 2, water, the wine didn't come, that red wine. It's still that water.
It doesn't say it changed any color. It don't say, it just say that when they tasted the water that was made wine. So it was made into wine. Yeah. Yeah, it was made into wine. Let's go to John 11 and see why Christ wept. Very easy to understand this.
What verse should I start at, sir?
2 verses above where he wept. Wait, I'm sorry. 32.
John 11 and 32. Then when Mary was come where Yahushua was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying unto him, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died.
So now what does that say about the relationship? What does that say about the relationship with Mary, Lazarus, and Yahushua? What does that say? They were close. They were close enough to where Mary believed and knew that whatever caused Lazarus to pass away, if Yahushua was there, he wouldn't have. And so she's crying. Why? Because she loved Lazarus and she knew that Yahushua could save him. Right? Keep going.
Come on. When Yahushua therefore saw her weeping, and the Jews also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in the spirit.
I like to see what that word groan mean in the Greek. Give me 1 second. I just want to see what that word groan mean real fast. Groan, snort with anger, to have indignation, that is to blame, sigh with chagrin, to sternly enjoin, straightly charge, groan. So now he sees. So now what happens next? Not only is she weeping, who else is weeping? Who else is weeping? All the Jews, right? All the people that are around him. And then he groaned in spirit and was troubled, right? Now, when you know the story of Lazarus, we know Yahushua raised Lazarus from the dead, right? How did he do it? How did he do it?
He just commanded him to.
He just commanded him. Now, but he commanded him in the fashion of what? What? I'm sorry. Let's read the verse where it said Jesus wept first. Go ahead.
Verse 35.
No, not read 33 first. Oh, I'm sorry, 34 first.
34. And said, where have you laid him?
Mm-hmm.
They said unto him, Lord, come and see.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 35. Jesus wept.
Now, could Christ have raised Lazarus without going where he was? He could have just said it. Remember when the centurion came, he said he's made whole. He never even saw where the servant was. He made him whole, right? So he didn't have to go there. So now you got to look at the spirit of it. So why did he weep? Because they what? They believe that's you're on it, because they believe that he had to be there in order to save his life. Whereas Yahushua could save his life whether he was there or whether he was not there. And did he love Lazarus? Absolutely. So you have all of that. You have the emotions of Lazarus is gone. Mary is crying to me. The Jews is crying to me. But there's also a part like, you think I can't do this? You think I can't bring this man back from the dead with everything that you saw? You coming to me saying if you'd have been here, he wouldn't be dead. I'd have been like, hey, Salaki, sir, you think we could bring him back? He's dead. You know what I mean? I know you can bring him back. So it's all of, that's why I said when he groaned in spirit, it's all of those emotions in one. And so when he goes and raises him up, he does it in an unprecedented way, in a sense that read John 11 and let's keep reading. Read verse 38.
Verse 38. Yahushua therefore again groaning in himself cometh to the grave.
You see, he's still groaning. I mean, he still got that anger up in him. So now he ain't walking over there. And that's what I like that it say groaning, because we always look at Christ like, hey, y'all roll it away from me. Y'all treat Jesus like Michael Jackson. You know how Michael Jackson talk? I'll beat it. It don't matter. Like when y'all think about Jesus, y'all think about Michael Jackson. Y'all don't think about Joe Jackson. Y'all don't think about the discipline. Like, we know what, listen, they give Joe Jackson all the flack in the world, but as far as I know, Joe Jackson raised successful black kids. In Gary, Indiana, which is a poor neighborhood, a rough place to live, and Joe Jackson kept that family together, and he ain't just raised successful boys, he raised successful girls. And they refused to give him the appreciation because he didn't talk all soft and sissified. A man does not talk soft and sissified. A man is a man. So as Yahushua is going over there to do it, he's groaning in himself. Keep reading. Hey,
Verse 36. Then said the Jews, behold how he loved him.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind,
what verse you at?
Verse 37,
have
caused that even this man should not have died?
Keep going. So now they're all, do y'all realize that they're all questioning him? That's why he's groaning. It's damn near like they checking him. But that when it says, and some of them say, could not this man which have opened the eyes of the blind have caused this man to not have died? Like they expect him to know Lazarus was dying and then save him from dying. And because he did not, him making the blind see was what to them? It was irrelevant. And that's Israel. That's Israel for you. You never do a bunch of things for somebody, and when you can't do that one thing for them, all that you did for them don't mean shit. You could have loaned them hundreds of dollars, and when you can't loan them that $10 or that $20, now it's like you ain't never done anything for me. That's how they're treating Yahushua. They're not treating him as with the respect that he should have gotten. That's why they're questioning him. Read 38.
Verse 38. Yahushua therefore again groaning in himself cometh to the grave. It was a cave, and a stone lay upon it. Yahushua said, take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he hath been dead 4 days.
Now, if I was Mary, imagine the man that made the blind to see. He say, take away the stone. Obviously, he about to wake him up. Why would Mary say something like that? Hey, man, you think he's stinking by now? You think she would have enough faith? Oh, y'all. Yeah, like she should have been like this. Oh, y'all, he about to bring him up. Hey, man, have you ever get that stone back? The smell of Lazarus should be the least of your concerns at all. Keep reading.
Yahushua saith unto her, said I not unto thee that if thou wouldest believe, thou shouldest see the glory of God?
Keep going.
Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. And Yahushua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me.
He said what?
Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me.
Now, this is a public check-in for everybody. This is an absolute public check-in for everybody. For Mary, for the Jews, for the Pharisees and Sadducees, because you know when he did this when they said, man, we got to get rid of him. When he raised Lazarus from the dead, it was end game. This is the public checking. That's why he said, read that part again, what he said about the Father.
And Yahushua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me.
So did he have to say that? He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to do this public demonstration of what he's about to do. He's doing it because he was groaned or vexed in spirit from their lack of faith that he could raise Lazarus up. So he said, let me show y'all the relationship I got with the Father. Let me show you the relationship I got with the Most High. Keep reading.
And I knew that thou hearest me always.
And he hear me always. Good.
Because of the people who stand by, I said it.
Now, because of the people which stand by, I said it. What does that say about the people? They doubted that he could do it. So let me solve your doubt. Let me solve. And that's when Matthew, the 12th chapter, Christ said, this people looketh for a sign. And Yahushua gave a sign that was undeniable, that nobody could say nothing about, nobody could question. There ain't no doubt who Emmanuel was. There ain't no doubt who the Almighty God was. There ain't no doubt who Wonderful was, who Counselor was, all the names that it said. Prince of Peace. There's no doubt now, because after he said that, Lazarus is born. So when it say Jesus wept, you got to look at the whole scenario. Did he love Lazarus? Yes, but he hated their lack of faith. He hated that too. He vexed at them coming at him, stressing him out about could he do it, even doing everything else. How could he not do it? That's how I would go to Yahushua. Like, how could he not do it? Yahushua would be that cat. Like, if you could understand, how many people think Commander Jenny Hunter can't solve your problems? I don't know nobody. We all believe we don't go to Commander Jenny Hunter for the worry of can he fix the problem. We're going to him because we know he can. We would never go to Commander Jenny Hanna like they went to Yahweh. It would never be a lack of faith. I've never got on the phone with Commander Jenny Hanna, General Hyman, General Yak, General Haas, none of them, and thought that they could not solve my problem. I'm going to them because they can solve my problem. And you know what would be the saddest part? Why did I wait 6 months before I called them? Why did I wait until the enemy is like right at the door? And then I say, General, I got this problem, blah, blah, blah. You know what the general say? Hey, why you didn't call me when it first happened? But there's never no doubt that he's going to solve the problem. But they came to Christ like he couldn't raise Lazarus. They said he's stinking. They said he this. They said he that. When they should have had way more respect. They should have had way more confidence. They should have had way more faith in Yahushua, our King. All right, that answers the question.
Okay.
Take the next question.
There
you go. All right. I can't hear you, Colleen.
Hey, Salah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Get a little volume on the speaker.
Hey, that's what Qatar, sir.
Hey, Yavashim Shabbat Qatar.
Hey, if I could, I was trying to get a breakdown on Leviticus 26. Specifically 25 through 26.
Okay, go ahead, read it.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 25. And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered
together, mean the quarrel of my covenant.
Salah, you heard the us breaking it.
There you go. Us breaking that covenant, he gonna bring the sword upon us. Go ahead.
And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send the pestilence among you.
You understand that, right?
Yeah,
that's black on black crime. That's the white man and his drugs and his oppression. Go ahead.
And ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy.
When it say delivered into the hands of the enemy, that means there's nothing that he can't do to you and nothing he won't think to do to you. Keep going.
And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven.
Now, who can break down what this talking about? If you had to say what this is today, what is that? Bread. What is the bread?
Your money.
Your resource. Money. 10 women baking your bread. What does that sound like?
Damn. Is that child support?
Yeah, child support. Give them a hand. That what it sound like. They gonna listen. Them women gonna take you to court, and listen. Y'all ever see them brothers post they paycheck when they owe child support? That paycheck start off. They probably make $1,700 before child support hit. By the end of it, they getting $199 out of that $1,700. So when it say them, you gonna say something, Asha?
The comments, at least 5-6 people said child support.
Child support. That's exactly. So when it said 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, you're the oven that's getting baked, and those 10 women gonna bake your bread, and they're going to eat it, and you'll have nothing left. I pray you understand. Go ahead, keep going. You need some more of it broken down?
It's just a little bit left, Cap.
Go ahead.
Shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight.
Yeah. You know what that means, right? That's what I do. So after they divvy up the spoils, then they'll give you your shit by weight. What by weight meaning how much we feel you deserve. And then it says, and who not gonna be that you gonna eat, and who's not gonna be satisfied?
I am.
Yeah, you're not gonna be satisfied. You know what that means? Be careful what you stick your dick in. Excuse my language. Put F1s in the chat, please. We love TikTok. We love Israel. That's what you got to say on TikTok to keep the live stream going. Be mindful of what you stick your penis in, because the women will come and chop up your child support. You need more?
Salaki. Now that's too wild for me, Cap, but there is a sister in the room that has a question if we could.
That's right. What's the question?
Go ahead, sis.
What's the sister's name?
Sis, is your mic on?
My name is Jeanne Michel.
Hey, shalom, sis. You got a question? What's your question, sis?
Shalom, sir. I have a question, and it's gonna be about the feast of first fruit, if I say it correctly.
Right.
So my question, yeah, for the feast of first fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So my question concern especially Leviticus 23 verse 10. So my question is it only talking about physical labor or also mental labor? So in mental right now, I see the mind as a garden, and the time of the first fruit as a time where you work on yourself of getting away like the weeds that is not serving you anymore, so you can plant a fruit of the spirit.
Well, give her a hand, because that is a good mind state to be in when you read this. You notice how when we celebrate the Passover, we don't just connect it to Egypt, we also connect it to Yahushua. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because Yahushua is our Passover. So the same way, what the sister is saying, when it says reaping the harvest, she's saying, should we use it spiritually as well? And yes, you can use it spiritually as well. If that's the question that you wanted to know. Yes, you can. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
other questions? Hey, I ain't in the bar. No sweat, sis.
The water, Cap.
I ain't in the bar. No sweat out.
So we got a few more questions in the comments. Brother Jim's 93 sent a $9.99 super chat.
Okay.
As in Revelations 29:6, who are they that will reign with Christ?
And Revelations what?
29.
You say 29.
29.
And 29:6. He might be talking about 20:6. Because he gave the super chat, I ain't gonna make fun of him having the wrong chapter. There ain't no 29 chapters in Revelations, but he talked about Revelations 20:6. That's what he's talking about.
Revelations 20:6.
Yeah, read it.
Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection.
What's the first resurrection? Remember, Revelations is the reveal, so these resurrections are important. What is the first resurrection? Man, y'all better be ready for these revelation questions, man. The first resurrection is when you was born again. That's the first resurrection, right? It says, blessed is he and holy to have part in the first resurrection. Go ahead.
On such the second death hath no power.
The second death is talking. So now let's say for those that when Christ returns, all of them that are unalive, that's the second death. Your first death is when you go from Tyree to Tazariah. Whatever his name was to Ashayal. I don't even know what his name was. The hair. That was Ashayal. Ashayal got the most famous hair in all Israel. That's all he is. He's the hair. I don't even know what his name was. The hair. Now, and then it says, read the rest of the verse.
On such the second death hath no power.
On such the second death hath no power, meaning we are not a part of that second death that the other nations and the other Israelites will have, because they chose not to obey Christ. They chose not to repent. So they will not have a part of that. All right? That's the answer to that question. I'll take the next one.
Sister Ruth Israel asks, can you explain 1 Timothy 2:9? Can women braid their hair?
Hell yeah, women could braid their hair. Some of them women look good with their hair braided. Like the women, listen, man, if I could, y'all got to stop. Y'all better leave women alone with the weave, with braids. The only thing I ain't sure of is that low hair. Everybody don't look good with that. And when I'm talking about low hair, I'm talking about a fade like a brother. Everybody don't look good with that. But if that's a woman's style, the only thing you want to check with a woman's hair is the spirit behind why she's doing that hair. If she colors her hair, you don't want to say, you ain't supposed to color your hair. That ain't in the Bible. You don't want to say that. That's the wrong dope to fix your woman. You want to find out why, who she's emanating, who she's copying. If she's just getting that, because women, like brothers, I done had braids. I got different style of braids. I done had waves. Brothers get different styles of hair all the time. But for some reason, if a woman gets a hairstyle, that's a crime. If a woman put weave in her hair, that's a crime. And then they make it a black thing. Y'all know white women wear wigs too. White women wear wigs and weave, just like a black person does. That's what women do. That's a women thing. So stop making it seem like a woman doing that is a crime against nature. It's not. All right. So now read the verse first. Well, before you do that, start at verse 2 and 8. Read 1 Timothy 2 and 8.
1 Timothy 2 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
I will therefore that men pray everywhere.
Men do what?
Pray everywhere.
So what we talk about? We're talking about praying. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about what you do when you pray. Keep going.
Lifting up holy hands.
So you're lifting up your hands like this. When we say Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka. Keep going.
Without wrath and doubting.
Without wrath, meaning you're not an enemy to your brother. And without doubting, meaning having lack of faith in your prayer. Keep going.
In like manner.
Now it's saying in like manner also. So the same way the men pray this way, when women do what? Pray. So this ain't talking about what you wear. This ain't talking about you can't go outside and look fly. Every woman should be going out there to look as beautiful as she can be. It says in like manner also, keep going.
That women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Now, when do you make sure you're in modest apparel? When? Anybody know? When you pray. When you're praying, when you come into the classroom, when you come to a high holy day, that's when you're not coming here in your jean suit. You're not coming here in biker shorts and spandex and the up to the above the knee dress. You're coming in modest apparel. Keep going.
Okay. With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
Not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
So you're not coming, like when you're coming before the Lord to pray, he ain't going to be in. Listen, when you looking good, that's for me. That's for Hazahah. That's for Ishaya. That's for the men. When you go before the Lord, he don't care about your hair. So this ain't talking about what you wear in your day-to-day life, how you conduct yourself in your day-to-day life. This is talking about when you present yourself before the Lord. Read verse 10.
But which becometh women professing godliness with good work.
And then let your work stand. That's another thing. You can look as good as you want and be an absolute monster. Women think because they got their head covered. You ever heard, they used to make it seem like women with their head covered was a good woman. I beg to differ. I know women cover their head. You would never want them to open their mouth. And then I know some women that don't cover their head. You don't want them to stop talking. When it says works, it's things that you do. That's all work. All work could ever be is things that you do. It cannot be how you look. It cannot be how good your garment is. It cannot be how good your dress is. It can't be how your fringes look. It can only be what you do. So your work should exemplify godliness. The way you present yourself before the Lord, it should exemplify godliness. To answer the question, I'll take the next question.
Kind.
We got a lot of questions?
You got a decent amount.
Okay, go ahead.
Yasaf the Ak, young man, Yasaf asks, Shalom, Lord Christ, sir. If I can get a breakdown of Matthew 8 and 12, my dad uses this to say, us Israelites are of the kingdom shall be cast out.
Damn, his dad trying to tell him he can't even make it to the kingdom of heaven. You know what's diabolical? I bet you ask, what's the brother's name?
Yasaf.
Ask Yosef if he's keeping the commandments and his parents know he's keeping the commandments. Because I'm gonna tell you what kills me, man, is when people come up against the children of Israel, aka ISUPK, and they're angry because we keep the commandments. Do you know your family liked you when you was a wicked man? When you was wicked and evil, selling drugs, getting high, fornicating, they loved you. And you gonna say something?
He said, my parents know I am, and they say we can't keep them all.
So we can't. That's crazy to me. Your family will let you smoke weed in front of them.
So my dad is a pastor.
That says it all. That says it all. Lord be with you. Lord be with you with that pastor. Let me tell you, do you realize you can be a drug dealer of heroin, syrup, and cocaine and go to your family cookout and they'll say, hey, Tyrone, man, I ain't see you in a minute. What's up, man? The drinks in the back. I remember I changed my life, served the Most High. As I'm walking up the driveway in my mama's house to go to the cookout, you know what my sister said? Hey, y'all better not bring up that Bible. Yo, I became the term black sheep. I became the black sheep because I stopped smoking weed, because I stopped being evil. Now I'm the guy you don't want to talk to, but when I was evil, I was the life of the party. When is Tyree gonna get hit? When is Naeem gonna get hit? When is Steph gonna get hit? Man, we trying to turn up. But now you're not one of them. How's it how? Yeah. Uh-huh.
The Christians in the 32 churches, they don't want Strong upon to bring up the Bible in a gathering of
yeah, can you imagine being in an environment where you're talking about God, but you don't want to read the book of God? Because there just might be a people that say we have to obey God. Think about that. Read Matthew 8 and 12. I'm sorry, you gotta start at verse 10.
Matthew 8 and 10. When Yahushua heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel.
Okay, so now, for those that may not know this story, oh shit, hold on, I'm trying to fix this. I gotta let them know I'm here. Come on, there we go. Hold on, I gotta let TikTok know I'm here. Good. Uh-huh.
She made a banana cake for everybody to try.
Yeah, listen, the banana cake is delicious. Shout out to Miriam. That's the sister's name. So my rib sister made some banana cake. It's in the back. Make sure y'all go. Can you cut a piece for me? I'll eat it on the camera. If y'all listen. And then watch me when I eat it. If I bite into it and I pause or something, you see my face turn to the side or some shit like that. Hey, Cat, I don't know about your sister cooking. I don't know. I put everything on the spot. So now, read. So when you read, so when it says great, not so great faith found in Israel, when you read the backdrop, this go now. We was just reading John the 11th chapter, right? In John the 11th chapter, when he came to Israel and Lazarus, they doubted if he could bring them back. They was like, if you was here, you would have brought him back. That centurion, which was an Israelite, when he said, you don't have to come back, his faith was greater. And so when Yahushua is saying, I ain't find this type of faith in Israel, he's not talking about every Israelite. He's talking about the comparison between this man that's living outside of Israel and then the people that are living in the city of Israel. Now read verse 11.
Verse 11, and I say unto you that many shall come from the east and west and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven.
So now you got to ask your pastor, to your side. You got to ask your pastor father, why is it saying from the east and the west? And ask them, are the Israelites in the east and west? If he says, yeah, but, you got him. If he says no, just go to the scriptures of us being scattered. We just read one in Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. The brother brought it out earlier. We just read one in Jeremiah 30 and 11, where the Lord said he's going to make an end to the nations, but he's not going to make an end of us. So when it says many will come and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, read verse 12.
But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness.
But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. Who's the children of the kingdom? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to get with it on this one. Who's the children of the kingdom? Let me get this banana bread. When it says the children of the kingdom, who is that? I like banana bread. I know at Starbucks, I get the banana loaf warmed up. Give Miriam a hand. Give Miriam a hand. Good ass banana bread. It's nice. Ooh. I wasn't supposed to eat nothing after 7. Now you on him. The children of the kingdom is talking about the rulers of the kingdom. I talk about the Pharisees. Remember in John 1 and 11, it says, he came unto his own and his own received him not. Did no Israelite receive him? Who didn't receive Christ? The rulers didn't receive him. So it's the same thing here. When it's talk about the children of the kingdom shall be cast in the outer darkness, it's talking about the leadership of Israel. It's not talking about every Israelite. And all you got to do to yourself with the question is ask them, are you saying no Israelite is going to make it? And once your pastor father starts breaking down how some will, then make him clarify who the children of the kingdom is talking about. Because once you get him to commit that not all Israel is going to be cast out, now we have to classify who the children of the kingdom is. And it's just talking about the leadership of Israel. That's all. Oh, hey, get this shit away from me, man. I'm about to eat all that right on the live stream. They can be like, Cap just chewing the food, being rude. I'll take the next question.
Guys, so a quick shout out to Zoe with the $49.99 super chat.
She definitely. Shout out to Zoe. She said she just sowing seed. I have no questions. That's a good sister right there. I'll take the next question.
A quick shout out to a few more zones that have joined us.
Hey, come on. What other zones we got?
Baltimore.
We got Baltimore. Big up Baltimore. Let's clap it up for Baltimore. Who else we got?
We got Syracuse.
We got Syracuse. Big up the Captain Zanaya and the man up there. Okay, who else we got?
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. Listen, man, Captain Iowa Lum. Big up to Captain Iowa Lum with that rank raise, man. Big up to that brother, man. You know what I mean? I'll take the next question. Get the question first, man. Look, how's the Hob giving the bread to everybody? Now I shot y'all can't even answer no questions now because he want the bread. Okay, what's the next question, man?
Let's see. Sister Rachel asked, Shalom, sir, why can't we buy things on the Sabbath?
Because businesses are supposed to be closed on a Sabbath. On a Sabbath, it's supposed to be a hallowed day. If you're buying things on a Sabbath, what's happening? Who knows what's happening? If you're buying something on a Sabbath, what's happening?
Someone's being made to work.
There you go. If you're buying something on a Sabbath, that means there's a master that's making a servant do servile work, and that's what breaks the Sabbath. It's that simple. In this captivity, when you have to work on a Sabbath, are you breaking the Sabbath? Can any servant break the Sabbath?
Mm-hmm.
He said, mm-hmm. Is that the answer to the question, though?
No.
Yeah, you
No,
gotta be
that's the
careful. That's
answer.
bad timing right there. I said, can anybody break the Sabbath? Can any servant break the Sabbath? I saw y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He talk about the bread, y'all. Can any servant break the Sabbath? Why can't a servant break the Sabbath? Who knows? Am I wild? That's right. If it was up to the servant, what would the servant be doing? Servant be at home chilling, trying to get him some. You know, work 5 days. You know, you be looking forward to that Saturday. That's the only day you can get you some. Come on, girl. You ain't got to work. I ain't got to work. That is a master's law because the master is in charge of the servant. So that's why you don't do that, because it's the day of rest. All right. I'll take the next question. You're going to pass the time I told you to give me the time.
That's 8:25.
Shut your ass up, man. Give me the next question. Give me the next question. Okay. Say again. I'll take 2 questions on TikTok, 2 questions here, and then I got to get into my topic. All right. So you want to do the TikTok question first?
This is a quick one. Somebody asked earlier.
You got to come up close so they can hear you.
Someone asked earlier, if we are the children of God, why are we suffering so much if we are the chosen people?
Go to Isaiah. If somebody go to Isaiah 58:1. No, I'm sorry, not Isaiah 58. Go to Isaiah 59. Go to Isaiah 59 chapter and the first verse. This will answer all your questions right here. Go to Isaiah 59:1.
Isaiah 59:1.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened.
You know how that phrase that says arms too short to box? The Lord's hands is not short. He ain't handicapped. Go ahead.
That it cannot save. Neither is ear heavy that it cannot hear.
His ear hears your groaning. The Lord, listen, man, for every Black, Latino, and Native Indian, the Lord hears your groaning to him. But there's a problem that comes with your groaning. Read.
But your iniquities.
Your what?
Your iniquities.
Your what?
Your iniquities.
Your sin. The thing that you don't want to change within yourself. Go ahead.
Have separated between you and your God.
That's why God can't save you. God can't save you because you're not worth saving. If he saved you, you would still get high. You would still fornicate. You would still be in the LGBTQ community. You would still worship white G. You wouldn't even worship the Most High if he saved you. You would give it to another God. If he saved you in the state that you're in right now, you would never reverence him and repent. Keep reading.
And your sins have hid his face from you.
Now it says, your sins have hid his face from you. So whose fault is it? It's your fault. Stop asking God why he ain't save you. Ask yourself why you ain't do nothing to be saved. What have you done? What have you done that made the Most High say? Listen, in Exodus 2, Greg, get Exodus 2 and get Exodus 2 and 21. No, Exodus 2 and 25. No, read 24 and 25. Read that.
Exodus,
read it.
2 and 24. And God heard their groaning. And God remembered his covenant.
Now, God heard the groaning of the children of Israel. You know why he heard the groaning of the children of Israel? Because the children of Israel didn't cry to Pharaoh to get free. The children of Israel did not believe that the man that was oppressing them would free them. But we believe that the man that's oppressing us will free us. Keep reading.
And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect.
God had what?
Had respect unto them.
When the children of Israel cried to the Most High, repented to the Most High, God respected it. Today, Blacks, Latinos don't love the Most High. You tell somebody you got to stop eating pork. That's a small thing. It's just meat. Niggas diet every day. You telling me that you won't obey a God because you want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, smoke weed, cigarettes, vape, all of like those are small things. Christmas. Those are the things that are going to keep you. Salvation is on this side, Christmas on this side, and you keep choosing Christmas instead of salvation. That's why you don't get saved. You give me any questions online?
Count. We got a question from Syracuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where's Syracuse at? Syracuse, you there?
Counsel, you hear me?
I can hear you fine, brother.
All right, Shalom alaikum, sir. I have a brother in class right now. You have a question that you want to ask?
Yeah, what's the question?
You gotta take your hat off too.
What's up, man? How you doing? I wanted to know, how did we find out where the children of Israel are today?
You get in class? You in class, right?
Yeah, I popped out.
Yeah, that's how you find out. You will not find out unless you in the Israelite school of UPK. That's how you find out.
All right.
Any other questions?
Nah, that's it.
Most High in Christ. That's about as simple as I can make it. You do not have to search and wander and wonder and none of that. Get in class. And on that subject, never prove your identity to nobody. Hear me and hear me good. Do not let nobody tell you to prove you an Israelite. I wish I would. I wish a white man would come to me and say, prove you Israel. And I get to say, well, you know, in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, they say we came over in cargo slave ships. I wish I would. When we bring out Deuteronomy 28 and 68, that's to wake us, our people up. A white man, an African, an Arab, another Israelite, like when I'm saying Israelite, another Israelite in the world can't come to me and say, prove you're an Israelite. They can't do that. I've surpassed, and y'all gotta, and here's why. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is that they're asking you to prove who you are? Azar? Yes, give me some more. You're right. Give me a little bit more on it.
Because they're Christians.
Give me a little bit more on it. And if you could say it a different way than disprove, how would you say it? If you couldn't say cut, how could you say? Because you on it. I just want you to say it. You on it too, young man in the back. Y'all all are on it, but you ain't saying the one thing.
They can't conceive.
Can't conceive what?
Can't conceive the fact that you're the actual.
Give him a hand. The reason, have y'all ever seen the Jewish man be challenged on being a Jew? I have yet to see it. Have y'all seen the white man being challenged on being the American? Who's ever told the white man you ain't the American and Native Indians on him? Besides us now. I'm talking about on a grand scale. The white man says he's the American. Who's ever went on CNN, Fox, anywhere and said, you're not the indigenous people here? Nobody's ever said that. When you say you are Israelite, it's because we cannot be the chosen people of God. That's why. But the white man, oh, yeah, he could be. He could be. So I'm not going to question him because all my life I've been taught to believe that whatever he says, that's what it is. You understand? Don't ever let nobody, don't ever get caught up. Now, if you at camp or something like that, and you in a battle and you see some fruit in it, of course, you can engage in that. But don't ever let nobody question you on who you are and challenge you and say, hey, prove to me you. I wish I motherfucking would. Excuse my language. So like here. Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anyone tell a white man to go back to that land.
Yeah, but we get told to go back to our land, but now we found out Trump and them with that child support $2,500. Every nigga on child support owe $2,500 just about. Trump telling you he don't want you to leave. He needs you. This is your prison. That is all. You said you had one more question on TikTok?
Romans, a breakdown of Romans chapter 4, verse 15. The sister asks, what if she's self-checkout?
Self-checkout.
The last question about buying on the Sabbath.
Man, tell her she should get out my face, man. Tell her to get out my face. You said Romans 4 and 15.
It took a minute to register.
read the next scripture, man. Read the scripture, man. Please.
The book of Romans, chapter 4, verse 15.
13, please.
Verse 13. For the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith.
Now, this is important to understand. When it says, for the promise that Abraham should be the heir of the world was to Abraham and his seed, not through the law, but through righteousness of faith. The importance of that is when Paul is having this battle, there's two types of laws. There's thou shalt not commit adultery. There's get stoned for adultery. The get stoned for adultery is not how Abraham received the promise. Abraham received the promise by just not being an adulterer. Abraham received the promise by leaving the house of his father with all the idols. That's how Abraham received the promise, by obeying the Most High on the faith of something that he never saw. Your faith and your obedience and promise to the Most High is also based on faith of something we've never seen. We never seen the Most High, never seen Yahushua. We never seen Abraham. We've never seen none of them. So why are we obedient? We're obedient because of our faith in that promise. We're not obedient because we punish adulterers or we punish thieves or we punish idolaters. But the Pharisees, or those that believed in being under the law, that's what they believe. That's what Paul is cutting here. Read the next verse.
Verse 14. For if they which are of the law be heirs, faith is made void, and the promise made of none effect.
You know what that means? Imagine if you have to carry out the punishment of adultery, idolatry, stealing, you realize that means that you failed. That's what that means. If you got to give a sacrifice for breaking the commandments, you're a failure. That's what you are. That's why it's saying, for if they which are of laws be of the heir, faith is made void, the promise of none effect. Because if it's based on a promise and you saying no, it's based on keeping the commandments. Hey, but we all broke the commandments. I guess we ain't got nothing. So you got to make up your mind. Which one is it? Am I going to have this faith in Abraham? And earlier, when they said we can't keep all the law, I would love to know what law we can't keep, Yatazar. Can somebody, maybe somebody in a TikTok world, maybe somebody in the YouTube world, can type in the comments and tell me the law we can't keep? Yatazar? Yeah, I can't keep them. Listen, I can't keep a monogamy law. You is out your mind. I'm gonna get wives. You know, listen, I got a backlog. No. Let me stop, man. Now, keep reading. Now, read the next verse.
Verse 15. Because the law worketh wrath.
Why does it say the law worketh wrath? Why does it say that? Who knows why it say the law worketh wrath? And what is, I'll word it better so you can understand. What is the wrath that the law worketh? In the back. Yes, give me more on it. You're correct. The punishments, right? And who does the punishing? Higher than him. If you had to say somebody outside of him, that's the wrath. When you're transgressing the law, it's the wrath of the Most High that you're trying to stave off. That's why you're bringing that sacrifice so the wrath of the Lord don't come. But if you kept the commandments, does the wrath of the Most High come? It don't. That in Isaiah 45:7, it says, I make peace and create evil. You control both sides of that spectrum. You control peace between the Most High. You control evil between the Most High. You obey him, you created peace. You disobey him, you created evil. That's what it means when it says the law worketh wrath. Keep going.
For where no law is, there is no transgression.
So where there is no breaking of the commandments, there is no transgression of the law. So if you want to know how simple it is, just keep the commandments. And the commandments are not grievous. You know, it says that in the Bible. It says that in the Bible, keep the commandments, and the commandments are not grievous. Being told you can't sleep with that man's woman shouldn't be grievous unless you got that demon. That's the real bug. AIDS ain't the bug. The real bug is adultery. The real bug is whoredom. That's the real bug. The real bug is seeing the woman that's not yours and thinking the player way is to get that woman. You know that's how you be a player, Hazaha. In the world, you a player by taking another man's woman. That's in the world. That you say it again, Hazaha? It is. Because you know what's crazy? I never realized that till I came into the truth. Think about that, man. You getting with another man's woman. Everywhere your rod been, his rod been. Every single place. Wherever you spit at, he spit at too. And listen, that I was just about to say that, Yabazar. He spit there first. He spit there the night before. It was the night before Christmas. Can I get into my top? Wait, when I got any more questions, can I get into my topic?
Always gonna be more questions.
Okay, can I get into my topic? It's 8:41. Can I get into my topic? So now, today's topic, I got a couple of videos I want to play. So this week, right? So I got this little backdrop, right? All right. So this week, there was a trial of Stephon Diggs versus a chef. Hold on, let me see. Let me get this one. Let me sock it. There you go. It says, what's the chef name? Mila Adams, right? So Mila Adams filed this report against Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was arrested and taken to court because he was accused of not paying her for what her chefly duties were and assaulting her. Carried up to a 5-year, I think, maximum prison sentence. Stephon Diggs is a football player, playing football, doing all that nonsense, right? Stephon Diggs is also a whoremonger. Stephon Diggs loves hoes. That's important to understand this story. And so when the trial comes out, we find out that they had an intimate relationship. Who's surprised that they had an intimate relationship? I know I wasn't. A worker doesn't do what Mila did. Only a woman scorned does what Mila did. A worker would never say he beat me. Look, I done got a violation warning already. I'm working on myself. I don't know if I don't know what other words to say. I'm trying to work on myself. So a worker would not say that she was assaulted. Maybe I hope that's the word I could use on TikTok.
It's a rough one.
This is a rough subject. TikTok, y'all might not be ready for this live stream. I might get banned for a couple of days. We'll see. TikTok, come on, get it together. Now, when the trial comes out, we find out that they had the intimate relationship and he paid her and she was never assaulted. That's what we find out. Now, I want to read this part because I had to look this up, right? So what I looked up was Stefon Diggs' chef jealous over Cardi B? That's how I typed it. Here's the results. Based on a testimony of the May 2026 assault trial of NFL player Stefon Diggs, his former private chef, Mila Adams, indicated she was upset and frustrated over her professional and personal relationship with Diggs, particularly after her travel to Art Basel was canceled, a trip she claimed she had planned to attend with Diggs and his then girlfriend, Cardi B. What does this sound like? What does this sound like? If you as Israelites can know that she only got mad when this trip, the trip she was supposed to go on with him and Cardi B was canceled, what does that sound like to you? That's true, but give me, what does it sound like? Jealousy is true, but give me some more. What does it sound like? Come on, y'all. Come on. Give me what it sound like. Let me look in the chat. Let me see. Y'all saying jealousy, that's cool, but a little bit more than that. Because remember, when y'all saying jealousy, that's because it was canceled. So let me rephrase. Before was she was willing to go and be what? No, not a third. Come on, bring me to the Israelites, man. She was willing to, how's that? She was willing to be the second wife, man. That's what she was. They was having sex, man. They was having listen, this man hired the worker, was having intimacy with the worker. That's what he was doing. He cancels the trip because he in the world, he don't know how to deal with multiple wives. He don't know how to deal with none of that. So he like, okay, you can't go. And she decided to say, I'm gonna fix you. You saying I can't go? I was gonna be, this is all in her mind. I was gonna be quiet. I was gonna play my role. This is why Stefon Diggs is a piece of shit, man. Like, if he should have bought her, for all intents and purposes, he should have. If he would have brought her, would he be in court? I want y'all to pay attention to that thing, because there's a lot of things. Like, of course, Stefon Diggs was falsely accused. That's true, right? Straight up and down, falsely accused. But there's things that if he didn't treat women like 304s and treated them actually like women, he would not be in this situation. A lot of brothers would not be in a situation if they actually genuinely love their women. If you can put your penis in a woman, you should at least love the woman, right? If you put your penis in a woman you don't love, what does that say about your rod? Your rod should be mad at you. There's a lot of mad penises out there. So I should say pause. I gotta say pause in that, y'all. So I'm saying that to say, if it was reversed and we said the woman hates her vagina, you would understand. If a woman lets every man go up in her and we say you hate yourself, you would understand. So for men, you're going to have to understand that if you put your penis in anything, you hate yourself. You hate yourself too. So now he cancels that trip. And here's what women do. You know what women do? Women, you think the woman is getting vengeance on the man. But do you know who the woman is getting vengeance on? She's getting vengeance on the woman. Women hate women. Let that sizzle in your spirit. When she saw that Cardi B got to go and she didn't get to go, she concocted a plan in her mind. And her plan in her mind was to say, I was abused, because, of course, what can black women do about black men? They can say he beat me. I was talking to my Car Chronicles earlier, Xavier Worthy, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. His girlfriend said his woman beat him. He got arrested. Women scorn? Get that video. No, not that one. Give me the video of the Angzana. Give me Angzana. I'm going to show you a woman scorn. I got a couple videos I want to play. I want y'all to watch this video. You want to see what a woman scorn can do to you? Play this video, please. Let me see if I can put this on the screen here so y'all can watch. Play this video. Make it big. Oh, so I can put it on the stage. And can you find it?
In your lie detector test,
Make it big, please.
you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your
Go
three
back to the
daughters?
video.
You said no.
I'm gonna have you pause it.
And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Pause it. Now, when y'all looking at this scene right here, that's a father, that's the mother side by side. Behind them are the daughters. This woman and her children and the daughters accused him of essaying them. Accused him of that. They're on this show to take a lie detector test to see if he actually did it or if he did not. These daughters is grown. Them daughters can answer that question without a lie detector test. They don't need a lie detector test. You know why they need a lie detector test for the show, though? Who are them daughters afraid of? Their fucking mother. Their mama. Their mama put such a fear in them that they don't believe that they can tell the truth that will vindicate their father from ever touching them because they know the father didn't. Play it. Now, wait. Now, remember I said women hate women. Women hate women in this video. That mother hates her own kind. They came out of her womb. And because of an issue between her and the father, she hated her kid so much that she put a charge on him that most men can never recover from. Play it.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always.
Now, he passed his lie detector's test. He passed. The lie detector test came back that he never touched his kids. Duh. They know he never touched them. The damn daughter in the background talk about some praise God. Bet you knew it wasn't him in the first place. Talk about praise God. But the psychological damage that the mother put on them as kids, they never got over. Play it.
You felt they always did know it. And didn't speak it because
they didn't know no better. It wasn't told.
And the father, remember, Michael Beasley said it best. The father is never going to vilify the mother. The mother is going to vilify the father. He's still defending them. They didn't know no better. They old, they grown. And he's still saying they didn't know no better because he still know it's on the mama. Play it. Look, wait, pause. Remember I told you I said I want you to bring her back. Bring her back on her face. Look at this bitch here.
No different.
Do that look like an honest woman? That is the face of an evil bitch. Look at her face. Her face is like, I don't give a fuck. That's what her face looked like. Play it. Good.
I still can't get over that she's holding eye contact with him this whole time.
She's looking at him dead in the face. That is legion, for we are many. Go ahead. Keep reading. Playing it.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
Bring it back in case y'all didn't hear what it just said. Bring that back.
Or lie detector
test. The
test.
lie detector test that she took was to see if she did that to hurt him on purpose. Pay attention to what's being said. Play it.
And said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
So the whole plot was to destroy this man. Keep going.
He asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
I want y'all to pause that. I want y'all to pay attention, because when we get back to this Stephon Diggs, you're going to see that that woman said the same exact thing. Play it.
So Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her
story. Now, before we do that, who want to bet me? Let's look. What are the odds that she's going to be remorseful? What are the odds? Anybody want to bet me $100 she's going to be remorseful? Y'all would have won some money, man. Play the video. Play the video.
About you.
Watch what she say.
Touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So, Miss Yvonne, is anything that you wanted to say to Monsell?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Pause it. And bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it? Bitch, why did you do it in the first place? Why do I gotta fight something that I didn't do and you know I didn't do? A woman scorned, she hates women. She didn't just hate him. I want y'all to let that resonate in you. And women that are conducting themselves in this nature, you have to understand too, you don't hate him. You hate the women. She didn't even love her daughters. What she's saying is, I'd rather my daughter have no father. And not just that, she imprinted a memory of their father touching them. What if they become strippers? What if they become fast? Because they take on that mentality of, my father didn't care about me, so ain't no man gonna care about me. So I'm gonna go out there and be fast. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. She not only endangered his life, she endangered her own children's lives. In Job, the 39th chapter, it says she is hardening. For time's sake, I'm gonna just read the scripture myself. This is Job 39. It just popped in my head just now. This is Job 39:16. It says, she is hardened against her young ones as though they are not hers. That's women. It says, what time she lifted herself on high, she scorned the horse and his rider. The rider is the father. He rides the horse. He leads the people. She scorneth him, kick him off. She don't care about the children, the lifestyle or life that they have to grow up with, because she wanted to cause him pain. Now give me the videos of this woman here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me too on TikTok. Give me, what's the first video you got?
Thought I had this pulled up already.
Let's see which one you got. Boy, look at this here, boy.
Is there a difference?
This one here, let me see the screen. Let me see what it say. Listen, I want y'all to pay attention. Now, remember, the last video we saw, the woman failed the lie detector test when it said, are you doing this to get vengeance? Watch this video right here. Play it.
Is there a difference between the text messages that you provided to the Dedham police and the text messages that are here?
Yes.
Pause it.
And
so I'm gonna try to give y'all a walkthrough as I break it down. As you see in the caption, it says, Stephon Diggs asked lawyer Chef, why did she delete old text messages between her and Diggs, where she called him a cat, which is code word for vagina, and said, I'm ruining that bee's life. Play it.
what is that difference?
I deleted that and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life. Not mistaken. Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Dedham police?
Because when I was abused in my previous relationship,
first thing she say, she's trying to garner tears that ain't there. That's what she's trying. She's trying to make it seem like I'm about to cry. And when she could not cry, bring her back just a little bit when she could not cry. Just bring her back from a little bit when she could. When she cannot cry, Woman 101, play it.
When I was abused in my previous relationship.
I'm abused. So because she's abused in a previous relationship, she's deleting text messages and telling Stefan he's vagina and she gonna ruin his life. The two don't go together. But when you're a woman scorned, these are the things that you will do. Is it any more on that one?
When I would say things,
The objection is sustained.
he would.
The objection is sustained. There's no question there again.
And listen, and the lawyer, listen, Stefan got a good lawyer. He said, man, I don't want to hear all that. We ain't hear about that. You got the other one where she was trying to cry? Yeah, before you play the Kyle Rittenhouse one, I wanted to show that play. Play that one, please. Now, in this video, she about to try to cry again.
Can I have a second?
Mila Adams getting emotional as she took the stand in the trial of former New England Patriots star wide.
Oh, that's a piece of shit ass nigga. I hate that I got to do this for this cat here. I'm just telling y'all out of love. I'm just telling y'all. Are you trying to get the minute marker?
Because I had the other one, but I didn't get to send it from my where I had to put the.
Okay, don't sweat. Don't even trip about it. So now, I want somebody to get me 1 Kings. When I say this is about women hating women, so how do you deal with this subject, right? I want somebody to give me 1 Kings 3 and 3 and 6. I want y'all to understand this concept. Remember, Shalom, Yavashim Shabbaktah. Hazahab, can you hit me one more time? Put an ice up in there. I want y'all to remember something. This is not about a football player. This is not about Stefan Diggs. That's why I played that video. No, don't take the bread. Don't. You trying to take my? Come on, man. You trying to take my bread from? Listen, let me tell you something. This is not about a football player. It's not about a chef. This happens and will continue to happen until 2 things change. When black men can resist the 304, when black men can look at a woman more than just an object, this will stop. When black men can actually tell a woman, if you lay with me, we're staying together, this will stop. You know how many times I tell a woman, hey man, well, I'll make it general because I don't want people to get all in their feelings. You know how many times a man tells a woman, and brothers in the school notes, when you tell that woman, if we have sex, we have to be married, you know how many women that turns away? And let me tell you, fellas, if y'all don't do this, don't keep pursuing that woman when she shuts you down. Just know the Lord is sparing you from a heartache of pain. He's straight up and down sparing you. The woman that will accept that, you still don't lay with her. There's training involved. Women don't like to hear that shit, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, you require training. You require training, you require discipline, you require all of the. You know why your woman call you daddy? Because she ain't never had one. Let that sizzle in your spirit. You notice every woman calling you daddy? I like that daddy, get it daddy, do this daddy, did it daddy, 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 daddy. Because she ain't never had a daddy to raise her properly. And it is your job to raise her. It is your job to give her discipline. The success or failure of that relationship ultimately falls on you, even if you've done everything right. Just like a child. The success or failure of you and a child falls on you. When a child does something wrong, they're going to say one or 2 ways. If you know her parents, the parents did good. They raised her right. Or they're going to say, if you know her parents, she wasn't going to be nothing but that. So it really all falls on you. And what I mean by falls on you, it falls on how you raised her, you treated her, You taught her. So if you taught her good and she messes up, you're not going to have a bad reputation. But if you taught her bad, if you didn't change her, it is going to fall on you. So Stephon Diggs is a piece of shit. You know, listen, he broke up with Cardi B. He had like three baby mamas in the same year. I'm saying baby mamas because he never treated them as a wife. He treated them as a 304. So he's showing those women to do nothing but what? Get vengeance. So it's going to take somebody coming in and saying, hey, don't live like that. It's going to take somebody in there to say, when you do that, you know you're hating the women too. Women hate women. Now I'm going to show you in the Bible of women hating women. Who got 1 Kings 13? You got to, I'm going to have Aisha read it. Wait, you got the crying part? Oh, bring that crying part for me, please.
Yes.
Around what, like his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
Up to block his hands.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then he.
Wait, pause it. I'm going to tell you something. Her lawyers did not love her. Because her lawyers should have said, we can't put this bitch on the stand. It's going to mess up the whole trial. We got to keep her off the stand. She's about, bring her back. Look at that. That face right there is like, I got to now try to cry. That's the face that I have to try to cry. Before you play that, give me another cry. Give me, wait. No, not yet. Not yet. Play that one first.
And then he.
Look. She's trying. She's trying hard as hell to cry. Look at her. Ain't a tear drop. You know why a tear ain't dropping? Because the bitch ain't remorseful. Because it did not happen.
Yeah, she's gonna.
See the close up on her eyes, not even watery.
No, there ain't no puffiness. There is nothing in her that's about. I'm sorry. There's nothing in her that's about to cry. Look at her. Keep playing. No, keep playing. Did she ask for a moment yet? Bring her back. Wait. Bring her back. I want to hear that one. Bring her back a little bit more. She's gonna ask for a moment. What?
Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yeah, she's gonna.
And the attorney is like, yeah, take your time. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Come on, pause it. No. No. Hey, can y'all turn the volume up on the speaker?
On the speaker?
Yeah. Not you, Aisha. You play it. Somebody else turn it up. Go ahead, play it. No, not that part yet. Not a teardrop. Nothing.
Right. When I went up to push his hand, like block him, like block him, he took his arm and he like came around my.
Like it, sir.
Good.
So perfect. She could have never expected that the camera would be this zoomed in.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's nothing on her face. There's nothing. She just talking soft. You know who this remind me of? I told Aisha to play this video. Who this remind me of? Play this video. You want to know somebody ain't got remorse? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This Kyle Rittenhouse, y'all may not know, he ran through a riot of black people and was shooting the guns. Went to jail. He tried to cry. Let's see if he tried to cry.
Cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski. And there were
look at her, man. Look at
people right there.
I could not have been in the courtroom this day. That's how she was crying. That's exactly how she was crying. There is no tears. Who got 1 Kings 3:16? When I tell y'all women hate women, this is in the Bible. Sisters, ladies, this is what you're going to have to overcome within yourself. If you are with a man that has more than one woman, you're going to have to overcome it. You cannot have this level of hatred. If you walked in sharing your man, that comes with being told you can't go somewhere. That comes with being told, I gotta make this in like a modern term. That comes with being told, don't post this, don't say this, don't do this. Why are you contacting her? Why are you talking about her? You're not with her, you're with me. What does she have to do with it? It comes with all of that. And you have to fight yourself. Now, this is the part women won't accept. I guarantee you, every brother I said, if you sleep with women that you're not going to take care of, you hate your ride, every man is going to accept that. Every brother is going to listen to that, analyze themselves and say, you know what? I never thought about it like that. I'm sticking my rod in everything on the planet, and I'm not counting the cost of the consequence that come with it. Let me analyze myself. Every man is going to think that. A woman, if you don't fight your demons, you're still going to try to find a way to make it his fault. He should love me better. He should love me better. He should let me post this. Why I can't post this? Why I can't say this? You're going to be looking for every reason to fight him instead of obeying him. And you're going to be the problem wife. You're going to be the woman that can't go on the trip. You know why Cardi B went on a trip? Because Cardi B accepts all of Stephon Diggs' bullshit. Oh, she accepted all. Just think about it. Cardi B was a woman that had, I think, 3 kids by one man. She was married. Who's the cat she was married to? She was married to Offset. So she was a woman who was a stripper, found a man to marry her, had 3 kids with him, but could not resist being a whore. She couldn't resist it. So she had to leave him. And let me tell you the difference. I use the same analogy every time I teach this. There's a singer named Sierra, right? Sierra was with Future. When she left Future, she got with Russell Wilson and changed her entire image. So you know what I believe about Sierra? I believe that Sierra wanted to live differently. I believe that Sierra did not want to live like a 304. Cardi B says she's angry at Offset because of his extramarital affairs, and then goes with Stephon Diggs that has multiple wives, multiple women, multiple babies, and she's with it. That's how you know if you don't fight that in you and you don't sit down. When that man tell you bipolar, think about it. When that man tell you need medication, think about it. When that man tell you you got demons on you, think about it. When that man tell you there's something called reality therapy, get out of your own head and get in my head and obey, think about it. Otherwise, you'll be a woman that hates women. You know, and the reason why I'm excluding the man, because the vengeance that you take is against him and women. It's not just against him. That mother that took vengeance on that man, she didn't take vengeance just on him. She took vengeance on her own girls. Can somebody read 1 Kings 3:16? Read it, please.
1 Kings chapter 3, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Then came there 2 women that were harlots.
That was what?
Harlots.
Let me tell you something. Harlots ain't just start in America. Harlots existed forever. You know why harlots exist? Who knows why harlots exist? Can anybody tell me why harlots exist? Please. How's it happen? Because men was buying them. Hey, how did Tamar have her son? Who knows? Tamar in the Bible, how did she get her son?
She covered herself up, so Judah didn't recognize.
No, you fronting though. You fronting on the story. You trying to hide the whole story. No, I want him to say it. She was why did she cover herself up? How did she dress? She dressed like a heart. So what does that say about Judah? Judah loved them hoes. You know You know who Judah is? You know what she do? You know what she knew? She knew that if I dress like a dainty woman, Judah is not going to sleep with me. But if I dress like a whore, Judah will. That's Judah's reputation, y'all. That's your reputation. That's a black man's reputation that he loved whores. That's a spirit and a demon that you have to fight within yourself. That's something we as the children of Israel, the men of Israel, have to own up to the responsibility that we love whores. And whores causes problems. So if you want to stop having problems with whores, you have to at least resist the whores. You see that woman with that fat ass? You know how many women got a fat ass? The Bible says, I got it right here. The Bible says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman without discretion. Just because she got a fat ass and some big titties does not mean that she's a wife, that she's worthy of sleeping with. You should be seated with your rod. Salakia. You should take it as an honor. You shouldn't want some average woman to, yeah, I slept with Zadok. Yeah, I slept with David. I slept with Dawid. Them niggas talking about that Israelite shit, and I got that nigga in 2 days. Imagine that. Imagine that. Then what can you say? Hey, I told her sex is marriage, and she was ready to have sex in 2 days. You know how we gonna look at you? We gonna look at you like, so you believe this woman that was already a 3 or 4, you trying to get her to change her ways, but she slept with you in 2 days. You couldn't make her wait 3 months, 6 months, 7 months. You couldn't make her wait 3 days. You couldn't make her wait 7 days. You couldn't make her wait at all. You didn't want to see a new creature. You didn't want to see her wash that filth off of her. Become a new woman. Give her. You know how powerful he. You know what I always say to brothers? Brothers that come to me with marriage counsel. And when they come to me with the marriage counsel, what always stood out to me is when they say, yeah, I want to have counsel with my rib. I say, what's your rib's name? My rib's name Diane. Oh, she ain't got no Hebrew name? Nah, she ain't got no Hebrew. You had sex with her? Yeah, I had sex with her. That always stood out to me. Because I would always wonder, how could you give that woman your body, but you couldn't give her a name? You know what a name did for me? Listen, man, you can't tell me shit about Tyree. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what Tyree did. Tyree has done some of the nastiest, most grimiest slimeball shit on the face of the fucking planet. I don't want y'all to know nothing about Tyree. Nothing. When Tazariak was born, it did something different to me. So I was never what I was for 32 years of my life. You give that woman a Hebrew name and tell that woman whatever you was as Diane is over. It's going to do the same exact. You don't want to do that for the woman you want to stick your penis in? You don't want to make her feel brand new? You just wanted to take this dick the same way she's been taking it like everybody else. You ain't no different than everybody else that had sex with her. Think about that. So when it says there were 2 harlots, now there's 2 harlots in Solomon's kingdom. So in the nation of Israel, there's 2 harlots. When y'all think about the Bible, y'all probably think like the Bible, man, they was doing everything right. They didn't disobey God. Well, if they didn't disobey God, there was 2 harlots being able to present themselves before Solomon. So now we're seeing a man problem and we're seeing a woman problem. And what I love about this subject and what I love about this today is this is not a man versus a woman. Get out of that. Y'all got to lose the mind state that we have to have this constant battle of men versus women. You ain't shit, I ain't shit. We both ain't shit. Stephon Diggs was fucked up for the way he conducted himself with that chef, with Cardi B, and with those women. And she was fucked up the way that she decided to get vengeance against him. How do you fix it? is what we're supposed to be looking at. Keep reading.
Verse 16, then came there 2 women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him. Verse 17, and the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child with her in the house.
Now you want to see the epitome of women hating women? We're about to read about 2 women in one house. Keep going.
Verse 18, and it came to pass the 3rd day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also.
Now the delivered is talk about them both having children. 2 harlots having children. And I hate to remind y'all again, it's a lot of niggas out here that get these hoes pregnant. It's a lot of them. Do I need to say that again? Maybe y'all think that that don't exist today. It's a lot of men that get hoes pregnant. A lot of them. Keep going.
And we were together. There was no stranger with us in the house, save we 2 in the house.
Keep going.
Verse 19, and this woman's child died in the night because she overlaid it. Verse 20, and she arose at midnight and took my son from beside me, while thine handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom.
So now, pause right there. You got 2 harlots. Both of them had babies. One of the babies died, right? The other baby's still alive. The mother of the baby that died takes that baby from the mother. That's the hatred that I'm talking about. And then puts the dead baby there. They're going to Solomon to declare ownership of this child. This is why I say, men, we have to be responsible. Women have nothing without us. They have no power. They have no understanding. They have no discipline. They have no guide. They have no courage. They have no fence. Women have literally nothing without us. If they could solve this without a man, they would not have went in front of Solomon. That woman that she knows that's her child, she should be able to take that child. They come into the man because they know only a man can fix that problem. Remember that, Israel. You, ye men of Israel, hear these words. You are the answers to the problems in the Black, Latino, and Hispanic community. And it is your duty and charge by the Most High in Christ to fix that job, to fix that responsibility. And we're going to see how Solomon did it. Now, for time's sake, skip to go to verse 24.
Verse 24.
This is what a man does.
And the king said, bring me a sword.
Bring me a what?
Sword.
The king said, bring me a sword. Go ahead.
And they brought a sword before the king.
So now the sword is symbolic for Solomon. Is like, okay, we're going to cut this down the middle. We're going to find out who is really in love and who is really in hate. Keep going.
Verse 25. And the king said, divide the living child in 2 and give half to the one and half to the other. Verse 26. Then spake the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my Lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it.
Now, women, y'all gonna have to examine yourselves to see which type of woman you are. The first woman said, whose child it was, give her to the other woman. You know why she said that? Because she loved that child. And she loved that woman. That's what might go beyond. In this story, y'all might just think she loved the child. But she loved that woman enough to where if it cost this child's life, and you're going to do this over this child's life, I would rather my child be with another woman and be with this, and the son be with him, than the child to not be here. That's a special, you know, y'all know Jacob had 2 wives, right? The first 2 wives was Leah and Rachel. Who was the better wife? Why? What does scripture say about her? Who knows? What, Shemawa? She was tender-eyed. When it says she was tender-eyed, Leah had a care for Jacob that was unheard of. That's why she spit out all the kids. Rachel, I think, spit out Benjamin and another kid. Rachel didn't spit out a lot of kids because Jacob chose the beauty, the Lord chose the spirit. And for you sisters, let me tell y'all something, sisters. If I could tell y'all something out of love, every man will have sex with you. I don't care how fat you are, how skinny you are. I don't care how ugly you are, how pretty you are. There is not a man on earth that would not stick his penis in you. It don't exist. Your spirit is going to control whether that man sticks with you. The way you vibe, the way the Lord is. You can think that it's about looks. It's a lot of, y'all ever notice that the women that are married 5+ years, 10+ years, 20+ years, is not the Instagram models? The Instagram models, you notice that the Instagram models and the Facebook models and the celebrity models, they ran through multiple baby daddies and all of that because the value is not, the value that a man requires is never in how you look. It's always in your spirit, in your character, in your love, and more importantly, your care for him. That man see you caring for his needs, there's nothing and nobody can say nothing about you. If you're superficial, though, you're a sport. I'm just telling you out of love. If you're superficial, you're the bitch he gonna fuck all day. But he's never gonna love you. When you care for his needs, you're the woman that he's gonna call a bitch only in the bedroom. He's never gonna call you a bitch outside the bedroom. He's gonna reserve calling you a bitch for when there's a time to be called a bitch. Everything outside of that, that's my baby right there. That's my lady right there. That's this right there. I'm trying to put you on game, ladies. I'm trying my best. You could think it's about your voluptuous breasts, your big old ass, your legs, the way you walk and all of that. But the sister that sees that man come into the house from a long day and cares for him, might rub his feet, have a meal ready for him, don't give him no stress, arguing with him, or she gonna get his love for a day and a half. Forever and a day. My favorite song is Heat Wave, Always and Forever. I sang that song when I was like 5, 6 years old, some shit like that. And it said forever and a day, he gonna love her forever and a day because of her spirit and her zeal. And that's what this woman had. That woman had so much love for that son that she was willing to give him up that he may live. Read the next verse.
But
now I see why General Hyman go to about 11, 12 o'clock in the class. Salaki. Get to the next one. Get to the next one.
But others said, let it be neither mine nor
Now
thine.
here's the thought. This is the thought. This is the hope. That hoe over there, this is the thought. It says, the other woman said what?
Let it be neither mine nor thine, but divided.
But the what?
Divided.
You know, divided means to unalive it. That's the thought. You want to make sure, ladies, you want to make sure that you're not the woman that hates women so much that you'll destroy your life and the life of that sister. You better share that woman. Share that man. You signed up for it. She signed up for sharing that man. In whatever world they live in, that's what she signed up for. You should not have that much hatred to where you're willing to divide this child. Like we played in that video, she's willing to separate the father from the daughters. Keep reading.
Verse 27. Then the king answered and said, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. She is the mother thereof.
And for you sisters that have that pure heart, that are tender eye like Leah, The Lord will watch over you all the time. He'll unalive your husband. He will protect you from your husband. Y'all know Nabat got killed. Y'all know the story of Nabat? Nabat, King David, when he was on the run from King Saul, he goes to this land looking for some food. Nabat said, I ain't giving him nothing. What's the sister? Tabitha? Is it Tabitha House? With David, when Nabat's wife, was Nabat's wife named Tabitha or Abigail? Yeah, how you say it in English? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. No, let me see if I can search it real fast. Hold on. Abigail. When Abigail heard that and saw how evil Nabat was bringing to David, you know what Abigail did? Abigail brought them food. You know what the Lord did? The Lord unalived Nabat. You know, Abigail became David's wife. That's what the Lord would do when you righteous. Listen, another story in Acts, I think Acts the 4th or 5th chapter, when everybody brought their belongings to Peter. Go to Acts 5. Yeah. Did I do that yet? Okay, go to Acts 5. I'm try to wrap this up fast. Salakia, if y'all could bear with me, please. Go to Acts, is it 5? Let me make sure it's 5. Yes, go to Acts 5 and 1. Read Acts 5 and 1.
Acts 5 and 1. But a certain man named Ananias, with Sapphira his wife, sold a possession and kept back part of the price, his wife also being privy to it.
Let me tell you something, man. Ananias and Sapphira promised to give Peter a certain part of their possession. Ananias decides to keep back part of the price, tells his wife to do also. You cannot, only thing a woman can't do is sin against the Most High for her husband. When you read this story, I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna just surmise it for time's sake. When y'all read this story on your own, Ananias was unalive for lying to Peter. When Sapphira comes, she has the opportunity to stand with the Most High or stand with her lying-ass husband. And she chose to stand with her lying-ass husband. You know what she did? She died too. Every woman I counsel, I tell them the same thing. If you want the Lord to be on your side, be on the Lord's side. You reverence that husband. You love that husband. You obey that husband. You just can't stand for that husband under no circumstances. So I get me Ecclesiasticus, I'm gonna end it here. 7 and 23. On your own time, y'all read Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23 when it says a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. That's them too. That woman was wicked, that's correct. But Stefan Diggs was just as wicked. That's why that woman was given to him. And he should thank the Most High and repent for his evil, for doing what he did as far as how he abused women. Or the Lord won't be so kind next time. The Lord will do something different. Who got Ecclesiasticus 7 and 23?
Kind.
Read it.
Ecclesiasticus 7 and 23. Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. And bow down their neck.
That's what happens to us as adults. When we're born again, unfortunately, we can't go back into our mother's womb or our daddy's scrotum and come out and be born again. So now we have to be retaught as adults. So when it says, as thou children, that's all of us. Instruct them. Bow down their necks. That's why you're a young man. That's why you're a young sister. That's why you're a trooper. That's why you got to get permission to get that man. You got to get permission to get that woman because you just might not be ready. It just might not be your time, young brother. You still a trooper. You got to pass that officer test. As a trooper, you still doing all type of evil shit. We got to bow down your neck even more. Keep reading.
Okay. Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body.
Have thou daughters do what?
Have a care of their body.
Have a care for their body, man. And that's what I love about Commander General Hunter and what he instituted in the Israelite School of UK. He has a care for the daughter's body. That's why you can't sleep with who you want to. That's why we pick them. Because you don't know how to pick them. If you know how to pick them, you'd be married for years. You wouldn't have multiple baby daddies. You wouldn't have multiple failed relationships. For you men, you wouldn't have multiple baby mamas and multiple failed relationships before you come into the truth and start finding out, oh, that's my wife. Hey, and you know what's crazy? You ever had that brother come to you? Hey, I could get back with her. She done blew 3 more rides since you broke up with her. You come ask us if you can get back with her. Keep reading.
And show not thyself cheerful toward them.
You know why? Because everybody else laughed in your face, sis. Everybody else bought you a gift, sis. Everybody else gave you candy and flowers. Bought the club for you. Bought you some shoes. Took you out to eat. Took you out to dinner. Finessed you right into that box. So we can't show ourselves cheerful to you. We have to give you something you never had in your life. And that's discipline. Keep going.
Marry thy daughter.
Whew, this is the most beautiful part.
And so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
That's such a beautiful thing. When you can give that daughter over to a man, what type of man?
But give her over to a man of understanding.
That's what's supposed to happen. If Stephon Diggs was a man of understanding, he wouldn't have had no problems with Cardi B. He wouldn't have had no problems with Chef. If that woman had her neck bowed down as somebody that cared for her body, she might not have ever slept with Cardi B. with Stephon Diggs. She might, or if she would have slept with Stephon and Stephon said you couldn't go on this vacation, she'd have said, that's all right, we're gonna get our own vacation. You ever tell your rib, hey, I ain't coming to see you, I'm gonna come and see you next week, and she get a whole wardrobe for you. She get a whole vacation set for you. And then you got the woman that say, why the fuck you going over there? Now, which one you want to see? The bitch that's arguing with you about seeing your other wives, or the bitch that say, okay, I'll wait my turn. Because you're gonna have to wait your turn, ladies. You signed up for it. And if you can't wait your turn, and that's how you're going to do it, all you're doing is guaranteeing he won't come back. Telling you out of love. One more thing I got to cover, Cinco de Mayo. I saw a post. There's a brother. Let me tell you something. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we do not. Get Isaiah 11 and 13. Somebody grab this. This is the last scripture, and I'm going to wrap this thing up. Get Isaiah 11 and 13. Read it.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart,
Mm-hmm.
and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
In the Israelite School of UPK, we don't have no vexation of Israel and Judah. I don't ever want to see a post of any division in this school. Cinco de Mayo is not the law. It's not the law, statute, commandments. But if an Issacharite wants to celebrate the independence that they got from the so-called white man, no Judite should say shit. You know what I never heard of? I never heard of Juneteenth. How many people heard of Juneteenth? I mean, when did y'all start hearing about Juneteenth? Shark Brown.
A few years ago.
I never heard of it. Now, I'm 51 years old. Never heard of Juneteenth until about maybe 2 years ago. That's like something from the South. I think Texas and them, they celebrate the year. Now, imagine if someone from the Northern Kingdom shitted on Juneteenth. What's the point? Just give me what the goal there is of shitting on Juneteenth. Because I don't get the goal. So when it comes to Cinco de Mayo, I don't get that. I don't understand why we would vex Ephraim or vex Judah in here. In here, no. In here, when we say home of the truth, this is the home of all 12 tribes. So if that Issacharite come to me and he say he's celebrating Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to look for a shirt to wear for him. If there's a certain meal they eat, I'm going to eat the meal they eat. Whatever it is they do on that day, that's what I'm going to do on that day, because I love my Mexican brothers. I love them all. And that don't exist in here. With that, I pass the class to Priest and Officer, Captain Shemawala Salakia.